All the hits, Z100, Brett Andrews radio show is on. The very funny, very attractive, very regal.
Take your time. Find the right
very voluptuous. No, that doesn't work.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous?
I think that was a Dr. Seuss adjective. He's voluptuous.
Paul Reiser is in studio. Hi, Paul.
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
And I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. I'm a little embarrassed when people come in for interviews the last couple of weeks because we're taking down the studio because we're moving.
Bare walls and fluorescence. It's like,
it's like school, isn't it?
It's like a Kmart that's closing.
I feel like I'm ready to take an SAT or something.
Exactly. I'm ready. I'm sharpening the pencils as we speak.
So, Paul, this weekend you're at Helium.
I'm at the Helium Club tonight and tomorrow. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. It's virtually a marathon. It's like the Woodstock of comedy.
So let me ask you something. As a stand-up comedian doing 2 shows in a night, do you ever say in a cheesy comedian voice, the 9 o'clock show is completely different than the 7 o'clock show?
You know what? Here's the great thing. My brain and my memory are failing, so I don't know if they're the same. Just whatever comes out, that's what they get.
I love it. Now, obviously, people know you from Mad About You, which was one of my favorite shows of all time. When I found out you were coming in and thinking about like what my favorite episode of that show was, I have to say the one where and it was kind of groundbreaking at the time because no one ever done this before. The episode that you guys did completely sitting outside the kid's door, and it was one shot.
That was my favorite. It was a one shot deal, and we even did a little, after the credits, and there was no commercials. So we had to get a favor from the network to say no commercials, but we can make it a special event, so you put more commercials before and after.
Right.
But the audience doesn't really quite register that anything's going on, that it's not cutting. But the actors, you have to, it's a play. You can't make a mistake. You're going on television.
Right.
It's not live, but it was one shot. So, it was 22 minutes. So at 15 minutes, you're thinking, all right, this is going okay. At 18 minutes, you're going, all right, we're almost at the end. And you go, don't mess up.
Don't mess up now.
And it was a great episode. It was
it was very emotional. I mean, it was not the the stereotypical sitcom.
Yeah, the premise was when you have a baby, they have I forgot what it's called. It's named after the doctor, but where you're supposed to let them cry themselves to sleep.
Yeah.
And that way they learn to be independent, and it's very
they
hard
wean
on the
off the wake ups.
Ferber, Dr. Ferber. They Ferberize them, which sounds like
that sounds really
like Martinizing, except for it's ready one day sooner.
I can hear like a jingle. We'll Ferberize you
exactly
for less.
But that was a fun episode. So I salute your choice.
Thank you.
What was your 7th and 8th favorites? Oh, you don't have that.
I didn't do that much research. The other thing I was thinking about too, while I was in the shower completely naked this morning.
Hold on. Let me shake that image away. Okay, go ahead.
You want it back?
No. I'm trying to move forward with my life.
It wasn't. Friends started after you guys, right?
Yes.
And was in a sense, it was kind of. It wasn't a spin-off, but it was a character spin-off.
Lisa Kudrow,
because she was the waitress on your show.
She was. She had actually. She was like in one of the earliest episodes of Mad About You, and we were doing a flashback to before I met Jamie, and I had blind dates, and she was like the worst blind date, and she was so funny, and we all just were like, oh my God, you never seen that timing, and just on odd little lines. I remember the line was, she said, well, what do you do? And I said, oh, I'm a filmmaker, and she went, oh, that's so funny because I work in a bank. But the spin that she put on, I was like, what? Oh, my God, that's so funny. So we said, we have to bring her back. And we obviously weren't going to do more blind dates. So we made her the waitress. And then she, that was of her own creation. And then we kept writing for her because everything was funny.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day she said, I'm going up for this audition for some pilot, and it's about 6 different friends. I said, well, that's never going to go. And she got it, and it went. And
then you guys made her the twin sister, right?
I guess she made herself the twin sister, right? Yeah. So she was she Phoebe? She was
Phoebe, yeah.
On where? On Friends?
On Friends.
So what was she on? Ursula.
That's right.
But she was, God, she's funny.
Absolutely. And then, one of my you make a cameo in one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies in Funny People.
I do make a very short cameo.
Yeah.
And I tell Adam I'm very proud to have been in the only Adam Sandler movie that didn't make money. So whatever it is.
I don't know. No, there was the one with the he played his own twin sister, and I don't think that did very well.
I wasn't in that one, so you can't.
Okay, good. It may not have made any money, but I thought it was spectacular. I thought.
You know what's funny? I actually like Funny People.
So have you spent a lot of time here in Portland? Have you done a lot of shows here?
No. As soon as I'm done yapping with you, I get to go see the city.
All right. Well,
you're slowing me down.
What are you going to see? What are you going to see?
What do you got?
Well,
I'll see it all.
People always talk about our very famous donut shop, Voodoo Donuts.
Voodoo Donuts. Now, what makes a Voodoo Donut special?
Well, we have this conversation with people. There's first of all, the Voodoo Donuts is kind of like the Soup Nazi on Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
So if you're going to go to Voodoo Donuts, have your money ready. Know what you're going to order, or they will yell at you.
Really?
They will get mad at you if you don't know exactly what you want.
I'm not really adverse to people yelling at me.
Okay. Well, then don't be ready.
What should I order?
Well, there's one. It's a bacon maple.
No, that's not true.
It's
bacon.
It's like a crawler with maple frosting and bacon.
Really?
There's one called Cock and Balls.
I'm afraid.
And you probably don't want to order that just on your own. Otherwise,
no, but I'll just
you might make some friends.
And what is it? Literally,
it's Cock and Balls with special cream sauce inside.
You know what? Maybe I'll just go somewhere and get a salad.
There you go. Are you a sushi guy? We're known for our sushi here in town.
I enjoy a sushi.
All right. There's good sushi.
Is there something with bacon inside the sushi?
Bacon, yeah, bacon sushi. Again,
bacon
it's also called Cock and Balls.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just our theme here in Portland.
We don't, and it's nothing. It's not sexual. It's just cock and balls.
It's just a thing.
So
I love it.
I look forward to that. So now with sushi cock and balls,
yeah.
So it's like a thick slice of albacore,
right?
And then 2 little scallops. What do they do?
And
there?
a little spicy sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I think I'm going to wait till I get home to eat.
I never thought an interview with Paul Reiser would take a turn like this. I'll tell you.
I'm so ashamed. I'm going to go home and shower profusely.
All right. Well, take 7 hours to shower tonight at Helium. Two shows
at 7. I don't know. 7:30 and 10 o'clock tonight.
All right, and tomorrow as well?
Same thing. All new jokes, 17 different hours of comedy.
I love it. I'm excited. Paul, I'm a huge fan. I'm so excited that you stopped by.
My pleasure. I'm a fan of you, and I love what you've done with your life.
Thank you.
With your world.
With my watch.
With your watch. It's a very impressive watch. Virtually a hot plate. You could tell the time, and you could heat up a can of soup.
Well, when I was in prison.
You have to entertain yourself.
All right, Paul Reiser.
Which brings us back to cock and balls. I have always
perfect. Z100. That's all we got.